Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this is my next part of my Imperial Fist update. I think it's what, part 4, part 5 now? I bloody lost where I'm up to. But anyway, this is the next part and I've been going at a bit of a slow pace, I say for myself. But I'm happy with the pace, let's say, where I'm at the moment. So, new additions to the army as of now is some Aggressors and the brand new Warsuit. Now, the Warsuit is still a little bit of work in progress, just one gun to still fix on that, but it's good enough to, I personally think it's good enough to show off at this moment in time. So, if we just put this to one side for a second, just put, get away from her, you bitch, over there, and we'll start with the Aggressors, because the Aggressors are modified a little bit. So, these are my Aggressors, and with the new Space Marine rule changes with the Aggressors, extra wound, and with the extra attacks you can get now if you're charged or you charge, these guys are amazing. For those of you who watched a little preview of my battle rep the other day, when I was at, I think it was at the Forge, if I'm not mistaken, with one of the members of the channel, Zahariel. He brought his Dark Angel successors, and I brought these guys for the first time, and they absolutely annihilated anything they came across. I put them in the back of a repulsor, drove it fully into the line, shooting, blazing all the guns, and dumped these guys out, and they were just bringing the Dakar with the Boltstorm gauntlets, and of course with the big 2 Power Fists, they were just going in, punching everything. Now with this actual model, it's a bit of kit bashing. I actually took the hoods off. I'm not a fan of the Gravis hoods. Like every bit of Gravis armor you'll see from me as the hood cut off, for one simple thing, I think it makes it look like a librarian too much. So I always take the hoods off, and I think it works good. I think it suits them. Of course, the heads are probably going to be burnt to smithereens once they shoot their rockets above their head, but hey, who cares? They can just get a brand new scalp put onto them. So all the back, everything like that. And this is actually not the first one I did. If we go over to this guy, and you can see more kit bashing, these guys have the Centurion heads. All my stuff will have Centurion heads on them, because I love that head more than the actual heads that you get with these guys. I think the Centurion heads makes them look way more cool. I think it's a rule of cool, so I put it out there on Twitter, my Facebook page. Hey, does anyone have any spare Centurion heads? And I think I've got like 35 in total now, which is great, because the plan is that these guys are just the start. I'm planning around 20 Aggressors. I want like a full-on strike force of Aggressors, and in that Aggressor force, I'm going to have like a captain in Gravis armor. I want like a chaplain in Gravis armor, kit bashed, a librarian kit bashed, a lieutenant kit bashed, an ancient kit bashed, an apothecary kit bashed. I want like a full-on assault force of just Imperial Fist Aggressors, just for the rule of cool. Again, the back of this guy is all cool. One thing I do need to do, my whole force, is actually put like the fire support or the tactical markings on them all. That is something I haven't done yet, and I'm sure you people have made me aware of it. I don't know. I need to do it. I'm being a scrub. Right. So this was the first test model I did, and what I was planning to do to make these guys stand out a little bit more is not put the belt feeds on them at all, and just cut it off to see what it looked like. So instead, I put like the Flamer backpack on, cut it all up. Filled in some of the gaps and stuff, and to see what it looked like. So just these on the side, and I thought it was cool. Yeah, I thought it was nifty, but I decided to go with the actual, the belt feeds in the end on the back. As cool as it was, these just like big pair of bollocks on the back. I thought it looked like. So I decided to go with the belt feeds instead. I thought to myself, it did look a little bit more cooler, and it did make a little bit more sense. But yeah, those were my Aggressors. Sorry, these are my Aggressors, should I say. And those are the first 3. I've got another box down here, not even open, ready to go. So that's going to be at least another 6. And then once I've done them 3, I'll probably order another 2 boxes. And then I'll have 12, and that's when I'll start kit bashing the stuff like the chaplain stuff. Right, let's move on to the vehicle. So this is the Warsuit. This is the Primaris Invictor Tactical Warsuit. Yeah, I think I got that right. So here he is. This is my guy. Again, this is still a work in progress at this moment. It's just this gun arm here. If I take this off, and this is what the really cool thing is, you can switch these out, because it has this little thing here. Some people do magnetize it. I don't magnetize it. I magnetize the bottom, because when I put it in my caricators and stuff. But this is the arm. That is basically a work in progress at the moment. It is the, actually I forgot what a gun it is now. I think it's the heavy autocannon or something like that. Oh, I do know it's heavy. That's why I equipped it on this, because I do stay in the Devastator Doctrine, where heavy weapons get the AP -1 added to it. So that's why I'm trying to keep my army as heavy as possible, so I can just bring all the minus APs and stuff like that. But the suit itself, I thought it was really, really cool to build. I really, really enjoyed it. And the little guy inside, as you can see, I've chose a head. A lot of people, why Varak? Why have you given him a head? It makes no sense. I don't care. It's the rule of cool, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it looked a lot more cooler just with a guy with a face inside of it. Again, I have got another one of these as well. I plan to do 2 of these in my armour. Tactical-wise, since I like to play defence and bulk up in a corner, I'm thinking of just dropping these down for like Line Breaker, to maybe to get the extra point, or just maybe to harass an enemy unit that's, I don't know, like sniping or something like that. That's my plan with it. I haven't added the bolt pistol gun yet on the side. That is something I need to do. Oh, some snow just dropped off. I need to fix that. But yeah, all in all, I think it turned out really, really well. I like it. I actually really like the suit. I know there's some debate out there about this, like, oh my god, it doesn't make sense. Why is he in a cage? He could just get shot out of it. It's like, yeah, but he's wearing armor anyway. He's wearing like ceramite armor, so if he's going to be shot, his armor is just going to be like hitting this anyway, because it's a bloody space marine. It's not like a normal human inside of it. Anyway, I think it's cool. I love it. I think it's awesome. It reminds me of a mix between Avatar and, of course, Aliens, where Ripley's riding in the loader suit. Get away from her, you bitch. Just like fights the alien and stuff. I can probably do that with some Tyranids and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Again, I'll have another one to my armour, and once I've done this gun, that's when I'll do the flamer as well, because there is benefits of having the flamer tactical wise. But for me, I'm gonna try and keep it as much darker as possible. So yeah, a little bit more close up. I've got the decals for the, of course, the 5th, because this is 5th company. Imperial Fist. Again, I need to put like I think is this classed as an assault vehicle or assault chassis? I'm not too sure what it's classed as. I'll have to read up about it. But yeah, there we go. That is that's it. That's it. That's. I think I did this in like 3-4 days from the last stream, because I did a stream where we assembled it all together and stuff like that. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy how it turned out, and I'm really, really happy about the suit itself. I think it's really, really cool. Right before the end of the video, just put this over here. I want to talk about these. I know we talked about these in the last video. We had a nice little chat about them. But I want to talk about how bloody awesome these things are. In the last video, I mentioned I was having a 2 vs 2 at the end of the month. And the list of 900 points consisted of 2 of these Hellblasters and a captain, and the captain got upgraded to a chapter master for 2 command points. Massively worth it. The best decision you'll ever make for the captain. And I've got to say, these things are absolutely deadly. Everyone I played against were like, wow, I need to go out and buy one of these. And I recommend everyone, absolutely everyone who has a Primaris force, a Space Marine force, goes out and buys one of these. This gun itself, the Heavy Laser Destroyer, is magnificent. If you move half movement, or if you don't move at all, it gets to shoot twice. So that is 2 strength 10. If you're in the heavy, it's AP -5, and the damage is D6. So it is horrible. Horrible. I think it's 2 heavy shots as well, yeah. So 4 altogether, because if you don't move, you get to shoot again. So if you're hitting tanks with it, like I was just destroying tanks for the fun of it. I was just taking down Lehman Russ tanks, and even knights. Knights were just dropping points with it and stuff like that. They were just killing. And of course, all the other Daki you've got in it, like this one has actually got the Iron Hail gun mounted on top of it as well, because I thought the rule of cool, it looks pretty cool without the gun on top. But you have that gun on top. You have the twin heavy bolters on here, and of course everything that's bolters, so the storm bolters, the heavy bolters and stuff like that, with Imperial Fist, 6s and an extra hit. And with the FAQ now, they said if that's 6, if you roll a 6 and then rolls onto another 6, it's counted as another hit as well. So if the dice gods are with you, you can basically get infinite rolls with your weapons. So again, it's massively deadly. You've got the Gatling cannon, which is strength 5, if I'm not mistaken, heavy 12 shots. You know, you've got the anti-flyer thing here. Again, I was more or less using it on ground units, so I was hitting on force, but with a chapter master re-rolling, I was mostly saving all of them. You know, they got the grenades, the rocket launchers, everything like that. Trust me, these tanks are just amazing. I can't explain how well they played, and even though my partner, because it was a 2v2, say, wow, they carried. I think I convinced him to go out and buy at least 2 as well, because they're just so amazing. I'm personally thinking now of adding another one to my force, just for the sheer of awesomeness they can bring to the battle. It's just like a moving fortress of Dakar. They are that incredible and that awesome. Right, that is me done for another video. Let me bring all these back in. Hello there! Let me just bring this guy. Look, all these guys back in. The Aggressors. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been amazing. This is where I'm up to. So, well, it's not where I'm up to. I've got a bloody full case now. But the next thing is now is to build another one of these. Get the Aggressors. And, of course, this weekend is the Eliminators. What else is it? It's the Eliminators and something else. I have bloody forgot. But it's the Raven Guard Codex and the Iron Hands Codex, and hopefully next month it's got to be the Imperial Fist and the Salamanders, and I can't wait to see what the Imperial Fist stuff gets in there. Right, that is me done for another video. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, any comments down below, if you've got any questions about the bloody tanks or anything, leave them below and we can have a nice little conversation down there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. See you now, and bye-bye.